time frame. So, but speculation is that it should be back in the next 2 to 3 months. So let's see how far that goes. Reece Nelson picked up an hamstring injury against Juventus at the weekend when he had a friendly at the Emirates. Unfortunately, we lost that game 2-0, 2 own goals. But we lost Reece Nelson during that match. Smith Rowe has been out since his surgery a few months ago. I think a few weeks into the new season. He was still struggling with the growing injury, so he had to actually opt for the surgery option. He has been out for a few months. He's back in training according to Mikel Arteta, but he's not ready. So he needs to get back to comprehensive training, maybe the match fitness before we can actually begin to play. So according to Mikel Arteta, he's a few weeks away from actually playing games for Arsenal. We know William Saliba is not injured. According to Arteta, during the press conference today, he should be back tomorrow. Now, being back tomorrow, and do not forget to turn your notification bells on so that I can get notified when I post these videos, because YouTube be tripping for the last few weeks or months. So do me a favor by making sure your notification bells are turned on. Stick a like on the video and subscribe if you're not subscribed and you enjoy the content. 4 days to the resumption of the English Premiership. Boxing Day, a lot of fixtures going down. Arsenal playing West Ham at the Emirates. Wow, I can't wait for that match to commence. Even though Jesus will not be available for that match, but I have a strong feeling Nketiah will live up to expectation regardless of the aspersions being casted towards him, because some of you think he's not good enough, some of you think he can't do that job. You guys will be in for a shock. I think Nketiah will actually surprise a few. I'm not saying he's the replacement for Jesus. I'm not saying he's better than Jesus. I think he will exceed expectations, because the expectations is that he should fail. I don't think he will fail. I think he will do a decent job in the absence of Jesus. So let's talk about the injury news before the match. So let's start with the Arsenal's injury news. We know, unfortunately, Gabriel Jesus got injured at the World Cup, so he's out. Mikel Arteta has not told us how long. Nobody is willing to actually give us a time frame. So, but speculation is that it should be back in the next 2 to 3 months. So let's see how far that goes. Reece Nelson picked up an hamstring injury against Juventus at the weekend when he had a friendly at the Emirates. Unfortunately, we lost that game 2-0, 2 own goals. But we lost Reece Nelson during that match. Smith Rowe has been out since his surgery a few months ago. I think a few weeks into the new season. He was still struggling with the growing injury, so he had to actually opt for the surgery option. He has been out for a few months. He's back in training according to Mikel Arteta, but he's not ready. So he needs to get back to comprehensive training, maybe the match fitness before we can actually begin to play. So according to Mikel Arteta, he's a few weeks away from actually playing games for Arsenal. We know William Saliba is not injured. According to Arteta, during the press conference today, he should be back tomorrow. Now, being back tomorrow doesn't mean he'll be available for Monday, unless during training, Mikel Arteta and his coaching staff deem fit enough for Monday. Then he'll be picked. Now, I'll personally pick Saliba ahead of Holding. Now, I know Holding. Okay, for me, Holding is not Arsenal level. Let's call it what it is. He's a decent defender. You know, Holding doesn't have that consistency of performance. He can perform great in 1 or 2 matches, then bomb up the 3rd or 4th match. There is no consistent performance from Holding. He's not that player. He's a decent backup, but for where Arsenal is going, Holding for me, he's not that player. But I'll support him. Provided he's still wearing the Arsenal shirt, I will support him. But I expect Arsenal to move him on in the nearest future. Like, if William Saliba is not physically strained, I think he should come in for this match. I understand it might be match rusty because he played just 1 match at the World Cup, just training. But if he's good enough, I'll take a half-fit Saliba ahead of Holding. That's my personal opinion. I will take a half-fit Saliba instead of playing Holding at centre half, because we know Mikel Antonio will be licking his lips, saying Holding at the center of the defense. Like I said, Holding can still have a decent game, but you do not. Guys, tell me, do you have confidence when you see Holding at the heart of the defense. I'm sure a lot of you share my sentiment. I'm not trying to shit on Holding. He's not just that player. I'll prefer, like I said, a half-fit Saliba instead of plain Holding. That's my personal opinion. Now, if he plays on Monday, I will support him, and I hope he had a decent game, but I don't trust him. I've seen enough to just come to the conclusion that I don't just trust him. He get easily rolled all the time. He's not pacey. He has lost a yard of pace. He's not the quickest. He's not the smartest, and he get easily rolled. So you cannot bet on Holding to have a fantastic game. At the same time, he exceeds expectation by performing well in certain games, but he's not just consistent. So let's look at the West Ham players that are injured, that are potentially out for the game on Monday. Aaron Criswell is out with a hamstring injury. Kurt Zuma is out with a knee injury. Maxwell Connect is out with is not with a calf injury. Genialo Lucas Kimaka is out for that game too, and Neve Aguerd is out. So there are a few players that are out for West Ham. I'm hearing that Mikel Antonio might be a doubt. We are not sure. So let's continue to wait. But at the time of recording, Thursday evening, American time, these are the players that are out for both teams. So watch out for the preview. I should be dropping a preview for the match tomorrow, Friday. A comprehensive preview to the match, Arsenal against West Ham at the Emirates. So these are the players that are potentially out for the game. Things could change. You know how Arteta, David Moyes, club managers like to play games around injury news, trying to actually make sure the opposition team do not have the required information to prepare for games. So let's see whether there will be updates on this. As of Thursday evening, American time, these are the players that are out for both teams. Watch out for my comprehensive preview about the match tomorrow, Arsenal against West Ham. It should be an interesting match. So watch out for that preview. Guys, while you wait for that preview, please do me a favor again. I have to reiterate all the time. Subscribe to the channel if you like the content and you enjoy it. Stick a like. Sticking a like on the video is very, very important for audio algorithm. The algorithm is acting funny. Do me a favor by sticking a like on the video, very, very important. And do not forget to turn on your notification bells. And I'll see you guys on the next content.